I'm the director and owner of Central Coast Language and Learning Center.
Do you guys provide here at Central Coast Learning?
We provide speech pathology services and educational therapy services. Various ways, through private pay, families pay for services, or school districts or insurance companies. There are no requirements for them to get services.
Like an IOP,
AP? They don't have to have any. They just have to have either be at risk for or have an identified speech and language deficit or learning disability. No, we do assessments. We test them.
Okay.
To determine it. We do preschool to adults, and probably right now, mostly we're doing early intervention, so 0 to 5, 6. Monterey and Salinas and all over the community, so mostly Monterey and Salinas. Probably more adults.
More adults. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all the questions that I have. If there's anything else that you want to add, or
so.
Okay, thank you. Today I got to interview Jen at the Central Coast Language and Learning Disability Resource Center, and she was very helpful. I called her about 2 or 3 days ago, asking her whether or not I could come in and interview a staff member about the resource center, and she informed me that I could come in today, so I went ahead and I interviewed her, and it was a pretty good experience. I think that she was helping a student in one of the classrooms, or she seemed busy, because when I walked in, she was with someone before I met with her, and there's only one woman working at the desk, and I wanted to speak with Jen personally, so she was able to give me about 2 minutes of her time, which I'm very grateful for. But afterwards, I asked her if it was okay that I got some pictures of the resource center, and she said it was in fact okay. So that's where I got some pictures of the books and the games, and overall it seems like a really good resource center. They have some good games that the kids can play and some good books that kids can use, and it seems like they also have a wide variety of books that have a lot of copies, so it seems beneficial maybe even for a classroom for a teacher to come in and use maybe for about a week or two. There were some people in the classrooms when I went in, so I wasn't able to get some video footage of the classrooms. But from what I saw, I didn't want to invade anyone's privacy, but I was able to look into one of them, and they had some bookshelves and a couple of chairs and a rug, and it just seemed like a very comfortable classroom, not with the typical chairs and desks that you would find in a classroom, but it was more like a home setting with carpet and some comfortable chairs and some bookshelves. And I wish I could have taken pictures, but there were people inside and I didn't want to disrupt anyone's learning. But overall, it was a pretty good experience. I wish I could have spoken with her more or spoken with someone else about the resources. I was able to talk to one of the moms that I'm familiar with, that I work with. She's actually one of the people who told me to go check Central Coast Learning Disability Resource Center. And that's where she got both of her two sons tested for ADD. And both of them have ADD. Her older son is in 9th grade now, and he has more severe ADD than his 5th grade brother. And so I asked her what kinds of resources she uses from there, because it seems like the resources are more for younger kids. And she said that she was able to get her boys tested there, and they go for just some enrichment books. There aren't many, but she goes, and sometimes they have workshops and classes for parents and educators to come out and to look through their materials. So it was very beneficial. It's not just for younger kids, although they do have a lot more material geared for younger kids. But yeah, overall it was a pretty good experience, and I'm glad that I did it.